Hello, I'm Marcia Myrie, your health and wellness, lifestyle, and mindset coach. Welcome home. And today, I am going to talk to you about intentions. If you are a person who are often setting intentions, this session is for you. Intentions is a word that is commonly used. In casual conversation, it is almost a trendy term where people often talk about setting intentions. It sounds very cliche-ish. Well, intentions is somebody's aims, plans, future commitments. Unfortunately, it is also a very ambiguous term because setting intentions is not the same thing as executing those aims, those plans, those goals, those future commitments. In fact, oftentimes there is a huge gap between people's intentions and what they actually execute, manifest, demonstrate, actually walk out the behaviors. So in general, intentions are weak, vague. They kind of overestimate your future motivation. For an example, one might say, oh, tomorrow I'm going to clean the entire house. And then tomorrow comes and you don't have the energy to clean the entire house. So you set the intention to clean the house, but you actually didn't do it. And that's what I mean by vague. Oftentimes, I work with people who have amazing intentions in their heart. They have a goal, an aim, an aspiration. In fact, they may find themselves talking about the same intention for years, sometimes decades. If that's you, you're not alone. It is quite common to state an intention and not carry it out because intentions need to be anchored in systems and strategies. I want you to think of it like this. If you have a thought, which is your intention, there also need to be a system to pull it in to time and space. Because intentions is something that is in the spirit realm. It is in your mind. It's an idea. Now, don't get me wrong. It is a great place to begin. That is your North Star. However, I'm a truth teller. If that intention is not followed up with concrete strategies to make that intention a reality, then you're on a wide road to nowhere. And many are those who have intention are on a wide road to nowhere. So how do you bring in the intentions into time and space? If you have been following this channel for any length of time, you already know my go-to. I'm going to beat it over your head because if you get nothing from this channel, you will get this one thing, and that is SMART goals. Because intentions are important, but that's just a thought and idea. It doesn't represent behavior and action. And so whatever your intention is, I'm encouraging you to follow it up with questions. Specifically, what am I going to do? Break it down, bring it into a specific action step. What specifically am I going to do? And measurable. What is the timeline I'm going to do it in? How long will it take? How much time will I take? When will I do it? Remember, it has to be specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be an action item. It has to be also an achievable action item, something that you're capable of accomplishing. It also should be relevant and time-bound. That's how we bring it into time and space. Where will it be in your 24 hours in a day? When will it show up? When will you give attention to it? We all have the 24 hours in our billfold. Over a span of 7 days a week, that's always a great time frame to work with because it's bite-sized, it's a chunk of time, it's very manageable. Looking at one day, sometimes you can only look at one day. Like that is the smallest unit of time I would encourage you to look at. And then the next one is 1 week until you build up momentum. So, quick review. Intentions are good, but also ambiguous. Why? Because there's no structure to it. They're very weak, very vague. In order for it to come into fruition, to reality, to close the gap from a thought, an idea, a plan, is to put some meat on the bone and create a SMART goal so that you can bring it into time and space, either in a chunk of time over 24 hours or 1 week, 7 days. Let's start there. Let's get some momentum. So the next time you hear yourself or anybody else in your circle use the word intention, I would like for you to follow it up with SMART goals. There should be something, a bell ringing loud in your head anytime you hear the word intentions. If you're listening to anyone speak of intentions, let that ring in your head like a loud bell so that it is followed up and you can actually execute your intentions. So that is all I'm going to share with you today. Yesterday I went really long, so I'm cutting back, trying to buy back some of my time with you and just walk it out. Please, if this again resonates with you, like, comment, subscribe, and share this with someone in your circle. Help me spread the word. Just One Coach is here to help support you. And go to my web page if you would like to get one-on-one coaching. It is at www.justonecoach. I look forward to seeing you in a discovery call or a complete program. And remember that lasting change often begins with just one decision and sometimes just one coach.